Welcome back, everybody, to Inside the Coffeehouse, our podcast where we talk about life, music, everything else that goes around that, because it's our lives and it's really fun. I'm here with my wife, Anna Grayson, and today is a special day. I'm glad that you're here. Obviously, you're my host, our co-host. We're going to be talking about our engagement story, how I proposed, how I got down on one knee, and the whole day that goes around that. Yeah. So does that sound good?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so let's just get right into it. So just talk about what was going on during that time, give a timeline of like when it was.
For sure.
But talk about the pre of everything because it was a complete surprise to me.
So it's been just a little over 2 years since I proposed to you, right? February 12th, 2022 was our date. And I guess before I go into it I had really convinced you that it wasn't going to be in February. It wasn't even going to be in March. I guess we had planned for like April, May, maybe.
Well, I mean, I planned for February, but you kept telling me no, it's going to be way later.
That's what it was. Okay, yeah. See, since it was 2 years ago, so I'm trying to re-jog my memory. I had really made it seem that it was going to be a lot later in the year, like later in 2022. Yeah. Because we knew we wanted to get married at the end of 2022, right? The end of that year. So, it was going to be 6, 7, 8 months of engagement.
Yeah.
Anyways, though, I remember the first little, I guess, tease or fib that I told you was that I hadn't bought the ring yet, right? That was the biggest thing. And I think that's where I got her on, it wasn't going to be within a while because the ring would have taken a while to get in. So there's a whole story behind that as well.
Yeah.
Anyways, the engagement ring. Let's start at the engagement ring. I had ordered the ring from this company in Arizona or something like that. And I didn't know how long it was going to take to get here. And the way that things worked out, right, was either the ring was going to, I remember, so this is going to sound weird. I ordered the ring end of January, right? And I didn't know it was going to come in.
Because it says it's not a custom ring, but it takes about a month because it's all it's hand manufactured. Shout out to Olive Avenue Jewelry.
For sure. So anyways, I say all that to say was if it hadn't came in the second week of February, which when it did, I would have had to wait another 3 or 4 weeks to propose to you because there was a lot of stuff going on. I think one of them was it was your birthday. We had an event going on in our church. There was something else going on.
I forgot. Think you were gone for a week.
Yes, that's what it was. Week, I had to do a show. That's what it was.
Yeah, and
I'm
then
trying to remember a lot of stuff. Yeah. So
it
anyways,
pushed back.
It was either I had proposed to her February 12th that weekend, or I had to wait another month, right?
Yeah.
So I remember I was praying. I was like, please let the ring come in. Please let the ring come in. All that stuff. It came in that Tuesday before I had planned to propose to you, right? Which I had originally planned to propose, I think the week after that. I don't really remember. Do you remember anything else about that?
No. All I remember was you were leaving in May for his a job.
A summer camp,
Yeah, summer camp. And so it was February. So if we pushed it back, I knew that was going to be a big deal.
That's what it was. Yeah, we were stressed out about finding an apartment, finding a place to stay, all the other stuff.
And for 3 months. So me planning all this big
life
stuff.
It was a crazy time of our lives. So anyways, the ring came in that Tuesday, right? And here's the thing. Everybody around me was my parents, my friends, everyone was listen, just wait, it's fine, it's not a big deal. But they don't know, right? They don't know. Once you have an engagement ring, right? Because my mom took a video of me getting the ring and everything. Once it's burning a hole in your pocket. It's I just want to give it to you. I can't just keep it,
That's funny.
So it was everyone's listen, it's fine. Don't do it this weekend. You had just gotten the ring because I wanted to do something nice for you, and I'll talk more about that. But we wanted to have a little party or something like that as well. But everyone's it's fine, there's a lot of stuff going on in your life right now. It doesn't matter, But I was
it doesn't
no.
matter.
It doesn't matter as in it's okay to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
But for me, I was no, I have to give it to her, no matter what. So I did. I remember telling
you told me, and you didn't mean it this way, but you told me no one wanted me to propose to you.
Not in a bad way.
And that's what you said, and I'm thinking no one.
It was a very stressful week.
They wanted us to wait.
It was a very stressful week just because. I don't know. I guess no one else had the relatability of once I had the ring, I have the ring. I'm ready to give it to you. Let's start.
Yeah.
Let's start engagement. I was sick of dating. I was sick of that time period of our lives. I was let's just get it done. So anyways, I remember that Tuesday I had to plan the whole thing in that it was Saturday that I proposed to you. So I guess from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I had 3 days to make something beautiful.
I actually
Luckily,
forgot that.
our friends Joey and Frankie, they came in clutch.
Yeah.
I had. Their parents had these logs. I had to buy. I bought a lot of rose petals. I bought I printed out a bunch of pictures. All the stuff that I wanted to make it special for us. And I was going back and forth on where I wanted it to be done. Originally, I wanted to propose to you on a dock where we first went on our first date. Remember
Yeah,
that?
I
I
didn't know
originally
that.
wanted that, but I was like, it's gonna be too much of a hassle. People drive here to there, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it in
Aw.
your backyard. This is like your first time hearing about this.
Yeah, wait, that's where we got our wedding pictures out.
Yeah,
That's
but like
so
logistically, I was like, it's
sweet.
okay if I do it right where,
Yeah.
right in your backyard area,
Yeah,
not in your backyard, but you have a trail there.
So yeah, so like there's a trail that goes in the back and it's very like
Yeah.
private, very secluded. It's like
For sure, yeah,
gorgeous.
that was perfect. So, that Saturday morning, we'll just go up to the date, all right? Because I remember I had so much stuff in my car. I was ready to go. That Saturday morning, I loaded up with the boys and we went over to your house, right?
Yeah.
So
What time did you get there?
I want to say maybe like 1 or 2 p.m.
Okay, because
around
I
there.
knew he had like something to go on in the morning. I was doing homework all day. That's
Yeah.
when I was in school. And the initial thing was I was gonna go over to his house
That was
to
the
hang
plan.
out like at 3:30. So like I
Yeah.
didn't have to leave until like 2 or something.
Because it was a Saturday, and normally on
Yeah.
Saturdays when we were dating, it was like she'll come over, we'll hang out, we'll have dinner, we'll go out, maybe do some music stuff, and like it was fun.
Yeah. And he called me. He was like, you were doing something random, and I
Yeah.
didn't think anything about it. And so I just knew you were out busy, and then we would just see each other later at your house. Like I was
Mm-hmm.
driving there.
So, needless to say, I remember I parked the car because I had all the equipment, everything ready to go for our proproposal. Because it was a lot. It was like I
Where did you park though?
I parked like up
there's no
up on the
parking
house
there.
or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, I had these big logs. I think like balloons. I think I had like rose petals. I think I had the pictures. I had
He had candles. He had like candles everywhere.
Yes, I did have a
and,
lot
like,
of candles. I got those things from our church.
are those
Like the
called?
big lamp things, like
yeah,
the
like
big
lanterns.
Y'all, I was going
I
all out
guess.
because I was like, I want to make this very, very special. So it was
Yeah.
great. And then I had I said pictures. I had a lot of blankets, to make it like a picnicky area. Very cool. Pillows, that was a big thing as well. So anyways, my car was filled to the brim. On top of that, our two friends, Frankie and Joey, like they were squeezed in there too because it was so much
Yeah.
stuff. So I pull up to your house. I had these flowers, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, pause. This is where
Go
like
ahead.
I need to come a little
Yeah.
bit more because so living with my mom and everything. So she lied to me the entire day. My brother had like
Yeah.
a event at school, like a ball. And so she kept telling me everything that
Her
she
mom was into
prepping
it.
for.
Sorry,
Yeah.
before I say her mom was already. I had already told her. I had already gotten her blessing. Sorry, so she was part of the plan. I had already told
Yeah.
her how it was all going to go down. Go.
But anyway, so she like told me that she's like planning for this party for my brother and all this stuff, and like she'd go take pictures. So she lied to me the whole day. She was actually
Yeah.
getting ready for our surprise party
Our
later
engagement
on.
party. Yeah, at the end of the day.
So she lied to me the entire time. So she just like I don't know. She just lied to me the entire day. So then you show up. So tell that part.
I just show up, I knock on her door, right? Because I'm like telling her, yeah, I'm almost home. I was like leaving, I was doing something. I was like, yeah, babe, I'm almost home. You can start coming soon because we live like 50 minutes away from each other. So
Yeah.
I was like, we got to make sure to plan it, right? And then I knock on your door, right? And you're like, well, you're just confused.
Well, I thought it was my little brother because he was out getting
Yeah.
something. And I turned and it's like he's standing there. We live like 50 minutes to an hour
Yeah,
away.
it's
he told
not-
me he's home, and I'm like, why are you?
Only on surprises do I ever just pop up to your house.
Yeah, I think the only other times were like my birthdays.
Yeah, your birthday. So that was it. So I remember I knocked. She opened. She was so confused.
So confused.
I had flowers. I gave them to her. I'm like, hey, I don't remember what I said, but I was like,
I don't either.
I was like, hey, get ready. I said something along the lines of like, put on your favorite dress.
Yeah.
Put on your favorite dress and meet me, and I'm gonna
You
pick
said
you up.
be ready at 4. It was like
4 or 5 or something. Yeah.
And I'm like, I remember you gave me the flowers and you were like so excited, super calm though.
then I left.
Well,
Yeah.
I asked you, I was like, "Are you proposing?" He's like, "Shh, no." Like I'm
I didn't
not
say no. I just
you
said,
did.
really?
You said no, and I was like, "Oh, he's
No.
not proposing." Okay, and my mom's like,
I don't remember that.
"You leave." My mom's like, "Who was that?" I was like, "It was Daniel." I was like, "Have you talked to him?" She goes, "No, I haven't talked to him." Like, gosh,
Yeah.
so defensive.
So we were on a 3-hour time limit, right? Or 3-hour time clock. So we went down to the little trail. We started getting the stuff out, but we had a big problem, right? So the area that we were going to propose at, it didn't work because it had rained a few days before that. So like the little area was just like muddy. It was disgusting, right? So we went more into the trail and we found this other area that was really just covered in thorns, bushes, sticks.
It was so
It was
overwhelming.
honestly like disgusting, right? But we looked at it, I was like, this would be perfect. This would be beautiful, right? And Joey, luckily, he had his pocket knife on him, right? Or like he had a really good knife or something like that.
Yeah.
So he just started, it was like real life Minecraft. We started just breaking off all the limbs. We made it all like a nice area. And then I took because I came over prepared. I had blankets. I had like the tarp that go underneath it just to make sure everything was good. So we started putting that down. But it was like hard work for those 3 hours. So Joey would just, he was just like chopping away all these limbs, all these like thorns, sticks, whatever, and it would look great after that, right? Then we put down the logs, we put down the rose petals. My family came over, right? Because your mom had given us Bojangles too.
Yeah.
So we're putting in all the.
No one knows what
we started hanging up like these pictures. It made it all look nice. And then before that, there was like a bridge before we went to that area, and then it was dirty. So I told my dad to bring like a broom.
Did you already have that in your mind that you were gonna?
I thought I was gonna propose to you near the bridge.
The bridge. Okay.
So that's why I had those pictures there. I had a bunch of pictures. So, anyways, yeah. So we thought it was gonna be there, but I still wanted to do the idea. I had printed out a lot of pictures of us in our past 2.5 years of dating and all that. So I wanted to do it. So, anyways, we did that. Blah, blah, blah. And then I think you had texted me. Do you want to say anything else about that area before we move on?
What was going on in my mind was...
Yeah. Okay, so if you want to finish the rest of that podcast episode, along with dozens of other podcasts, song breakdowns, and exclusive videos and songs that I don't put out anywhere else, join D-Rock's Coffeehouse for free. I promise I post 3 times a week in there, and I don't even show it to anyone else except for the people in there. So I love y'all, and I'll see you soon in the Coffeehouse.